A very good morning, students. I, Asad Patel, welcome you to study from home. Today, I am going to begin new chapter for class 7. Our subject is geography. Okay, chapter number 3, our changing Earth. Okay, student, Earth is changed. Okay, and that change is very slow. Let me tell you one thing, nothing is permanent, but change is permanent, right? Every now and then, every day, okay, very slowly, the earth is being changed. Earth is going to change. The lithosphere is broken into number of plates known as a lithospheric plate. You will be surprised to know that these plates move around very slowly, just a few millimeters each year. Okay, few millimeter. No, you know what is millimeter. So it is move few millimeter each year. This is because of movement of molten magma inside the earth. Okay, molten magma, that is lava, a hot juice, okay, flow inside the earth. The molten magma inside the earth move in a circular manner. The movement of these plates causes change on the surface of the earth. Okay, so whatever movement, whether it is inside movement or outside movement, that will change the earth surface. Now we have two types of movement. Okay, that is endogenic force and exogenic force. Now the force which act in the interior of the earth are called endogenic, means inside. Okay, and the force that work on the surface of the earth are called exogenic force. Exogenic means outside, on the surface of the earth. Now let me uh, bifurcate endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Sudden force: earthquake, volcano, landslide. Diastolic force and building of mountain. Exogenic force mean erosional and dispositional. Okay, soil eroded, soil erosion through wind as well as through flood. Okay, river, wind, sea wave and glacier. No, how river from land, as I as we learn in a other chapter, that alluvial soil is formed through flow of river, right? Wind, sea waves and glacier. Endogenic force sometimes produce sudden movement and at the other time produce a slow movement. Okay, so endogenic force sometimes produce sudden movement as well as sometimes slow movement. So endogenic force also have two type of movement. Okay, endogenic forces also divided into two. One is sudden movement and another is slow movement. Sudden movement, like an earthquake and volcano, causes mass destruction over the surface of the earth. Now, how earthquake occur? When earth suddenly move, okay, the plates of earth sudden move and destruct, okay, then it is called earthquake, right? We have various reason for earthquake. One reason is when molten magma is try to come out and it won't get any vent, it cannot come out, so it push or it give a force to those plate, and that molten magma causes movement, sudden movement in those plates, and the surface of earth is sudden move, and that cause earthquake. Now volcano eruption, when molten magma suddenly come out with force, okay, with high force, it is called volcano eruption. Okay. Now, a volcano is a vent open in the earth's crust through which molten metal erupt suddenly. Right? If molten magma won't get this vent, it it causes sudden movement of earth, that is called earthquake. And when the molten magma get vent, okay, this is vent, right? So this magma get vent, and it is come out with force, okay, with certain material, right? Similarly, when the lithospheric plate move, the surface of the earth vibrate. The vibration can travel all around the earth. Now let me give you an example. If you children throw stone in the water, okay, then have you seen that vibration, okay, circle vibration in the on the surface of water? So these type of vibration travel, okay, all around the earth. These vibration called earthquake. The place in the crust where movement start is the focus, okay, that epicenter. The place on the surface above focus is called epicenter. Okay, vibration travel outward from the epicenter as a wave. Okay, as I already give you the example, when you throw stone into the water, and the surface of water, it causes waves. So that type of wave caused due to the earthquake. Greatest damage is usually closest to the epicenter, and the strength of earthquake decrease away from the center. Okay, the force of wave become a slow, okay, the force become a less from the epicenter, right? And it cause both uh, loss of life as well as loss of property. So earthquake has a casualty as well as loss of property. Student, observe figure number 3.3, right, on this page. Now focus. This is where, okay, this is where the earthquake occur, is the origin of the seismic energy, right? Plate boundary, epicenter, right? This is epicenter, okay, this epicenter, and seismic wave radiate out in all direction, right? This all direction, earthquake effect, its surrounding, right? Student, as we know that like other calamities like tsunami, cyclone, okay, earthquake is also natural calamities, okay, uh, over rainfall, okay, heavy rainfall, tsunami, cyclone, okay, these are the natural calamities. Earthquake is also natural calamity, but one cannot predict earthquake, right? You can scientists can predict heavy rainfall, scientists can predict flood, they can predict cyclone, okay, they can predict drought, but earthquake cannot be predict. The impact can certainly be minimize if we are prepared beforehand. Okay, we cannot predict, but we can only have a precautions, right? During the earthquake, one supposed to hide himself or herself under the strong object, okay, like table, bed, okay, and hold this with two hand, okay, or one can get out from the houses and building and take us and stand into a open ground. Okay, a person can support of open ground, that building, that person cannot bury under the buildings. So these are some precautions we can it is not precautions, these are some protective steps we can take during the earthquake, right? Because earthquake cannot predict. Some common earthquake prediction method adopted locally by people, including studying animal behavior. Fish in the pond get agitated, snake come to the surface. These are some conventional method, these are some conventional method, or these are some conventional thing to predict the earthquake. For example, tsunami. The Andaman Nicobar Island, the Adivasis of Andaman and Nicobar Island can save them, or they could protect themselves against the tsunami. How? They study the behavior of animal as well as the bird. For example, animal move to the upper place. Before tsunami, they were on the nearby the sea bank, but they move to the upper place. So this tribal people, this Adivasi people, notice the behavior of the animal and birds. They notice the migration of the birds and animal, and this tribal people also move along with those animals and birds to the upper place or to the top place. And then this is how they could save themselves, they could protect themselves against this tsunami, right? Earthquake quick case study. Earthquake hits Bhuj, a massive earthquake measuring 6.9 Richter scale in hit Bhuj town on 26th January 2001. Student, as I explain you, earthquake cannot be predicted, but it measure with machine called seismograph, okay, and the measurement is on Richter scale. An earthquake of a 2.0 or less can be felt only little. Over a 5 can be cause damage from things falling. Okay, if an earthquake occur at 5 or more than 5 Richter scale, it cause loss of property as well as loss of life, right? Higher magnitude is considered a very strong, and 7.0 is classified as a major earthquake. Okay, some common earthquake prediction, as I already explained you. Okay, earthquake preparedness. Safe spot under a kitchen counter, table or desk, as I already told you. Stay away from fireplace area around chimneys. Windows that shatter, including mirror and picture frame. Okay, and be prepared. Spread awareness among your friend and family member and face any disaster confidently. So we can hide ourselves under table, or we can move away. Okay, move away and take a support of open ground. Okay, why? Because we cannot predict earthquake, so we can take this preparedness during, we can take this step during an earthquake. right? And there are other, there are some method which is effective or not, we can't say anything about that, but this tribal people of Andaman Nicobar could have protect themselves, could have saved them with the natural calamity of a tsunami by observing behavior of this animal, right? So student, this is all for today about our changing of earth. And I'm repeat myself again, we have two type of force that create a change. One is endogenic force and second is exogenic force. Now endogenic force is inside the earth, okay, the force which act in the interior. And the exogenic force, a force uh, which occur on the surface of earth, right? Furthermore, endogenic force is also divided into two: sudden movement as well as slow movement. Okay, so this is all for today, student. I am going to explain you more in my next class. Thank you.